Good morning, guys. Cabover Gary back here. I'm headed out to my truck, and after thinking about it, how the intake goes into the head, I think that might be my problem. I think I am now thinking that what I thought was water was just condensation that ended up in the dipstick tube from when it had the blown head gasket. So those are my hopes. I hope that I could clean that dipstick tube out. I think I'm just going to pour some fresh oil down it and then let it drain down. And then when I run it next, I'll be able to see if water builds back up. But I think it's just filled up from that. At least that's my hopes. So something else. This is the oil I drained last night. As you can see, there's no separation. There's no water in it. So that's been sitting, more than 12 hours now. So I would have saw some separation of water if there was. This right here is the plastic. So yeah, no separation at all. So that's a very good sign. So now I just need to take it back apart and see. But good news is I do not think the head needs to come off at this time. And I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. Okay guys, so here's what I'm praying for. So this is the turbo. It goes into here. This has a water-cooled intercooler in it. From here, it goes down into the block. So right there, you can see that it's blowing air out. So if that's blowing air into the motor, that would explain the sudden blow-by. So that's what I'm hoping at this point. That is my best opportunity to explain why this is all going on. And I got thinking about the dipstick, so I showed you the oil. I really think that the dipstick tube was just a vent and it just blew the steam out that was left over from changing the head. So I don't think I have a water and oil situation, since the rest of the oil in the pan looks good. But yeah, I'm about to take all of this back off, and we'll get a look and see what's really going on there. So hopefully, unfortunately, the whole valve train and everything has to come back out to do this job. So I'm gonna time lapse you as I take it all off. Okay, I'm looking for the first time with you. What I was hoping is to see a clear spot where the gasket blew out at the base of one of these. That's the intake runner. I don't see a clear one, unfortunately. So I'm gonna remove this lower intake and see what we got from there. But yeah, it's all pulled apart. All the oil looks good. Everything looks good. Such a shame. Thought I was done with this, but in the end, it'll be back together. So let me pull this off and see what's there. Okay, so that's the intake port that I thought was leaking. I don't know, guys. I can't tell anything. I'll climb up here. Yeah, I can't tell if it was or not. It was definitely leaking on the out. I don't know. I don't know how to tell, since everything was clean metal. Let's go look at the gasket. There's the gasket. It does look like there's oil through the gasket material. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Let's see, this would have been the one that was leaking out. And you see how it's all wet? So, maybe so? I don't know. I can't tell. I just can't tell. What do you guys think? So I'm up here looking, and this front one is the only one that has like oil through the seal. And I look down there, there's some rust. I don't know what that's about. None of the others have that. Oh, this one does too. I don't know. I didn't notice that putting it together. I'm not saying it wasn't there, but awful kind of weird. Well, guys, I'm really at a loss. I don't know. I'm gonna put the valve covers back on the motor, and a friend here has a Suburban I could store the rockers, arms, and stuff in for now, so I'm gonna do that, and hopefully someone could comment, see if they saw something. I just don't know what they would have saw, but hopefully so. I don't know. It'll get figured out one of these days. So yeah, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll keep them coming. I think I'm going to take a break from this truck because I don't know what to do. Also, my insurance is coming up on it. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to park my truck because I'm not going to have enough left over after this breakdown in my reserve to pay the insurance and start running again, because I need fuel money and everything too till I get paid. So next couple videos will probably be me working on my old Ford. I want to get it up and running. That's going to replace my daily driver, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know. I'm really know you guys aren't going to like hearing this, but I'm really kind of thinking about selling my truck and 2 trailers and going to work for somebody for a while. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll catch you guys on the next one.